So in this video we are going to learn the matrix inversion method. This is the method to solve simultaneous equations. Okay, whenever they will give you simultaneous equations. So here I have considered what are two simultaneous equations. So it will be the matrix of the form 2 cross 2. So we are solving first 2 cross 2, then we'll go for what 3 cross 3. So in this video we are just understanding the method. Steps wise we will understand. Next video will be based on numericals. Okay, so for understanding purpose you can see this video. Now, step 1 is basically we are considering two equations. The equation 1 is given as what? A11 x1 plus A12 x2 equal to B1, which is the constant. A21 x1 plus A22 x2 equal to B2, which is the second equation. And always remember that the constant will be sitting on what? Right hand side of the equal to sign, and second constant also will be. So all the constants should be sitting on the right hand side. It is the general form. Always remember, in the question if it is given on the left hand side, bring it to the right hand side. Okay, and one more thing, x1 should come first, x2 should come second, then only you will not get confused. Okay, in order to avoid confusion while forming the matrix, always place x1 first, then x2 first. If it is not given in the proper order, place it in the proper order, x1 then x2, for just confusion. In order to avoid confusion, for that purpose only I am telling. Second step is basically we have to form the matrix A. So how to form the matrix A? So matrix A will be formed with the variables A. So that means it is formed by what? A11, A12, A21 and A22. This is nothing but a square matrix of the form 2 cross 2, since there is only two unknown variables here. Which one are there? They are x1 and x2 are the unknown variables here. So 2 cross 2 is the matrix formed. Now second step is nothing but, in second step we are having to form the B matrix also. What is B matrix? The constant term which is sitting on the right hand side of the equation, which is nothing but B1 and B2. Simple. Okay, so next what will be X? X is also a matrix which should be formed. What is X here? X is nothing but the unknown variables, that is x1 and x2. Okay, x1 and x2. So if you want, you can write with the order of the matrix, which is nothing but 2 rows and 1 column, 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, so always form the column matrix like this. We have to form. Next, the second step is done. Now we will go for the third step. Write in the form of Ax equal to B. So the matrix should be written in the form of Ax equal to B. We have already formed A matrix, B matrix and X matrix. Now step 4 is basically no need to write Ax equal to B form. Just I am telling that in order to form Ax equal to B, we have to get A matrix, B matrix and X matrix. After this, you have to form X matrix, which is equal to what? A inverse into B. Okay, A inverse into B. This is how we have to form. Now from here to here, when I got this matrix, this is how we have to get this matrix. We are basically pre-multiply by what? A inverse on both sides. When you pre-multiply A inverse on both sides, you will get X equal to A inverse B. Just remember X equal to A inverse B, because X, why we are keeping X on the left hand side? Because we have to find x1 and x2 values. Now next step is nothing but step 5. We have to get the value of A inverse. That is most important, because X matrix we already have x1 and x2, B matrix we already have b1 and b2, but we have to get X matrix, A matrix, A inverse. How to get A inverse? We might have studied, which is equal to what? Adjoint A divided by determinant A. Now adjoint A, we know that it is nothing but transpose of cofactor matrix. Okay, let me just write it over here. It is nothing but cofactor matrix. Transpose of that, if you take, you will get what? You will get the adjoint A. So adjoint A is nothing but the transpose of cofactor matrix. So we'll find out cofactor matrix, then we'll take transpose. Now for 2 cross 2, no need to go for cofactor matrix and all, it will get complicated. Adjoint A, the different trick is nothing but, so whenever they give you a matrix 2 cross 2, A, B, C, D, you have to find adjoint A. The simple trick is that diagonal elements. So here you can see diagonal elements, in the sense these two diagonal elements, you have have to interchange, which is nothing but dA, and non-diagonal elements we have to change the sign, which is minus b and minus c. Okay, no need to interchange, just change the sign. So this is how we have to find for 2 cross 2. I am talking about 2 cross 2. So no need to go for cofactor matrix and then find out transpose in case of what 2 cross 2 matrix. For 3 cross 3 we'll find out, but for 2 cross 2 directly by taking the interchanging the diagonal elements and non-diagonal elements, just change the sign. So after finding, what will be the step 6? After finding A inverse, so substitute in A x equal to A inverse B, right? A inverse we got, substitute in that, you will be getting the X matrix. From this, X matrix is nothing but x1 x2, which is equal to A inverse into B. B is nothing but b1 b2. Now in this, what you have to understand, from this you will get the value of what? Solution for the particular equation. That means x1 and x2 values you will be getting. Simple. X1 and x2 values you will be getting, but just multiplication here, then you will be getting the answer. A inverse into b1 b2, you will be getting the answer for x1 and x2 corresponding values. This is how you have to solve for 2 cross 2. Let us quickly go for 3 cross 3 and find out. So 3 equations I have considered. Since this is 3 cross 3 matrix, there will be 3 unknown variables x1, x2 and x3. So 3 equations, simultaneous equations will be there, 3 constants will be there. We have to understand that. What was the step 2? Same steps we are following. Okay. Step 2 is basically to find out the ax equal to b form. We have to bring ax equal to b form in the sense we have to get the value of a, x and b. So what will be A? A is nothing but A matrix. So A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is 3 cross 3 matrix. What is X value? X matrix is nothing but X1, X2, X3 column matrix. 3 cross 1 it will be 3 rows and 1 column, and B matrix it will be B1, B2, B3. So you can observe the change. Okay, so only change is nothing but that the order will be changing. That means 3 rows will be coming instead of 2 rows. What is step number 3? X equal to A inverse of B. As I said, Ax equal to B we found out. Okay, A, X and B matrices. After that, X value we have to find x1, x2, x3. That's why X we have to keep here. So A inverse of B. Basically, we are multiplying with A power minus 10. Basically, we are multiplying A inverse on both sides. Now the question arises how to find A inverse. See, the thing is that the next step is basically to find the A inverse value. A inverse is basically adjoint A by determinant A, which is equal to C transpose by determinant A. In 3 cross 3 matrix, we have to go for 3 C transpose. First, you have to find cofactor matrix. Then we have to go for the transpose of that cofactor matrix. So step 5 is basically after finding X is equal to A inverse B, you have to write X is nothing but X1, X2, X3, then which is equal to A inverse into B is nothing but B1, B2, B3. Just multiply this thing, you will be getting the answer. So step 6 is nothing but comparison of this and this. After multiplication, you will be getting x1 answer, x2 answer and x3 answer. Okay, this is how we have to do.